This is going to be a video by Sardako. I think it's a Twitch clip, but here's the thing. A lot of classic WoW content creators started playing Runescape, and a lot of those content creators are now coming back for TBC as well. That being said, it looks like Sardako might not be coming back, which I'm a little bit sad about, because I've been talking to Sardako before. I usually tune into his streams quite a lot, and here's the thing, I think he's great at making content. I have no interest in RuneScape, so like whenever somebody's streaming RuneScape, I'm usually just not watching that much. I try to tune in every now and then just to like catch up, but I don't have any connection to RuneScape, right? I've never played it. That's a lie. I just lied. I've played RuneScape for approximately 15 to 20 minutes in my life, and it was a deal that I had with a friend way back when, where he played RuneScape, I played WoW, so he hated WoW, like he was just shitting on WoW all the time, and I was shitting on RuneScape, so we made a deal. He had to try WoW, I had to try RuneScape, so I did. I ended up getting stuck on like a quest where I jumped over a fence or something, to either shear sheep or milk a cow, and I couldn't get back. I was really young, so I had no idea what to do or where to go. I got stuck, and yeah, like nobody came here to ask for my life story anyway, but I've tried RuneScape. That was the point here. It wasn't my thing. It never went back. I think if I played it now, I would enjoy it. I just don't have the time for it. But yeah, this is a video on Sardako, and this is why I'm not playing TBC, is the title of the video, and I kinda wanna see.
Will you play TBC with Joker? Chat, am I the only one who thinks TBC is like Giga Copium?
Wait, is he gonna be there the entire video? I think so. I will move myself to the top left in that case. I will be covering a part of his chat if I go top left, but I think that's okay. Let's see if I can make this happen. If I do this. Yeah, this is better. I'm covering the chat a little bit, but it's at least we see his face, right?
Chat, me and you guys need to have a talk. Are World of Warcraft players the biggest copium fiends in all of gaming? Are they really sitting there playing the same game for the third time, getting hyped about it, thinking that that shit is going to be different than the last time? Is anybody think?
Bro, is he trying to rage? Surely this is a rage bait, right? Sardako is a huge classic player. The fuck? Is he just trying to rage bait every classic player right now by pissing them off or what? Are we going the full rage bait route, or is it just like appealing to the RuneScape audience and being like, haha, classic players are on copium, got him?
At all. What are we doing? What is going on? World of Warcraft.
Wasn't Sardako the world first player of Liquid? I think that's somebody else. I don't. Here's the thing, I don't know, but I mean, I've been watching Race to World First in retail quite a lot. I don't think so. I think he basically worked a full-time job, and then something happened in the job. He started streaming, and he really pulled off streaming. And he played Classic. Like, he was a really good raid leader in OnlyFans, for example. And yeah, like really good at raid leading. That's usually what I picked up from the streams. He was really good at just making groups and giving commands. I don't think he's played retail. I think that's somebody else. I don't know who you're thinking about.
Why are we still giving Blizzard our money for the same game? And on top of that, we're like, I say we because I still consider myself a WoW player, but like, how are we still getting excited about the third time that they're releasing an old game? I don't know. I don't understand it. And at some point, all I have to ask is, when does it stop? Because if we keep supporting releases of the old game, are we ever going to get a new game when they could just keep re-releasing TBC and getting your sub? The only thing is, hardcore is getting stale. We've been playing hardcore classic for 4 years now.
Yeah, like honestly, we should have TBC hardcore. I don't understand why we don't have it, because it requires so little effort on Blizzard's part, and it would make a big difference. Sure, maybe the audience isn't the biggest for it, but like, what? Bro, just come on, man. It doesn't take that much job or work to make a hardcore server. Hardcore functionality. Just death is permanent. Surely that's not too hard to code. They already have the hardcore servers, just slap TBC on them. Sure, there are some mechanics that you have to tweak, but I bet if they just put one developer on that for a week, he can fix a lot of it, if he wants to. Like, one dude who's really motivated and just, yeah, just codes correctly, surely he can get a lot of stuff done in a week on that front. I don't see why we don't get TBC Hardcore, and especially why they announced so early that they wouldn't make it. It was like the interest wasn't there from the start, from Blizzard is what it looked like. Because they told us from the start of Anniversary that the hardcore service would not go to TBC. They weren't even interested in checking the demand for it. They were just like, nope, no TBC hardcore. They didn't even want to have feedback on it.
Hardcore needs something new, but Blizzard is not entertaining the idea of hardcore TBC. There's not a big enough player base. TBC is too hard. It might not fit in hardcore. It would be for like the 1% of 1% of players. It might make a good entertainment for OnlyFans, but that's a 2-month, 3-month rush of content, then it's gone. So I don't know what to think about it. I can't help but after playing RuneScape for 6 months.
I mean, think about the publicity and the free marketing that they're getting from OnlyFans though. The retail team puts a lot of work in to make mythic raids and make them hard. And how big of a percentage of the player base actually interacts with mythic raids while they're hard? They're making content for the top 0.1% of players, and those top 0.1% are streaming. Like, the Race to World First goes hard, but OnlyFans in Classic also goes hard. Think about the viewership of OnlyFans in Classic the first time. TBC obviously won't be as many, but it's the freest marketing of all time that Blizzard can do. So even if they just give us TBC Hardcore for OnlyFans, I think that's worth it. If you think about the amount of developers they have in retail working on mythic raids that, once again, 0.1% of the player base actually gets to interact with. But it's really good for marketing.
Look back at the older version of myself who is just holding on to hope for something new to happen in World of Warcraft and not.
Hey, that is us right now, man. Everybody is on the Classic Plus Hopium train. But to be fair, at this point, I think it's way more copium to think Classic Plus is not happening than to think it, like, wait, yeah, it's way more copium to think it's not happening than to think it's happening. Classic Plus is pretty much confirmed right now. They just haven't said the words, but they've given so many hints. So Classic Plus, basically confirmed to be happening, and I mean, Sardako is coming back when Classic Plus happens. It's a 99.67% chance he comes back for Classic Plus. Absolutely.
Not really being excited for the new stuff, but being more excited that they're just re-releasing the old stuff. And
to be fair, the reason why people are excited right now, like, some people just love TBC, and they don't have a way to play TBC right now except for private servers, because Blizzard took away the option to have TBC around the first time. So it's just people are excited to finally play a version of the game that they think is good, and Blizzard hasn't provided any other way to play the game. Like TBC in this case, right? So people are excited to play the game or the version of the game that they love. If TBC was your favorite expansion and you loved it as well, I believe you would have played it as well. I mean, Sardako in this case, he's getting massive viewership on RuneScape. If he did not get viewership on RuneScape, he would be right back here with us, being excited for TBC as well. 100%. I cannot see a world where that doesn't happen. Sure, he's hyped about RuneScape now, but here's the thing. He's playing old school RuneScape, complaining about how Classic players are excited for Classic. Am I the only one who thinks that's funny? No?
And I see everybody else now doing that, clinging on to this hope.
Not that I know if this is old school RuneScape, but I think he's playing old school RuneScape. If this is RuneScape 3, I'm very sorry, by the way. Like, then I made a big mistake. I've played RuneScape for half an hour, so forgive me my mistakes.
That World of Warcraft will, like, this old version of the game will will bring us newfound joy. But each time you're expecting that, I think that new joy that the old game is bringing you will be shorter. Each time, maybe TBC last time lasted like 2 months, and then most of my friends started quitting after about 2 months. So how long will it last this time? I'm not so sure. I think what everybody's hoping for is that everybody in the World of Warcraft section is just trying to just find something to play for the next 6 months or 7 months until BlizzCon, and then we get new hope.
It's definitely that, but it's also like I just said, some people absolutely love TBC, and ever since 2022 there hasn't been a way to play TBC on official servers. The servers that used to be TBC, they went to Wrath with no option to play TBC, and a lot of people that like TBC, they also like Wrath, so they probably played Wrath, but many people quit after Cataclysm, because Cataclysm is kinda trash, and then some people decided to stay through Cata and then play MOP, and now they realize MOP is trash as well. So like, what you gonna do when you can't play TBC and you can't play Wrath, and all you want to do is play TBC and Wrath? Because Vanilla WoW, while I love it, some people Vanilla WoW is not their taste anymore. They've played Vanilla WoW too many times, leveling takes too much time, they just want to play TBC, or Wrath, or both. And they haven't had an option to do so in the last 3 years. So while, yes, a lot of people are simply waiting for C+ right now, Classic Plus, and they are taking whatever they can get, like you just said, some people love TBC and Wrath, and why take that away from them? Why try to make that to sound like a bad thing?
And we have all this hopium for Classic Plus whenever they announce it there. But for me, I have zero interest, like literally zero interest in leveling a character to play normal TBC. Zero.
Slayer task completed.
So it sounds more silly when you say again. Because it is again. TBC again. It sounds more like a meme when you say it like that, I guess. They're trying to create hype. It is what the community wants, because everybody's realized that TBC was the best version of World of Warcraft. But even the best version of World of Warcraft from 18 years ago, it still doesn't hold up to today's standard of an MMO, of how the game and everybody plays it, and it's evolved. I don't it's a good game, don't get me wrong, but I don't know about how hype people should be for a third release of the game. It's kind of crazy how much hype it has to be releasing again. I would be so much more hyped about TBC if there was some support behind a hardcore version of it.
Same.
Because that's the real evolution of Classic WoW, is hardcore. How many people even play the normal version of Classic anymore? I don't know. I don't know a single person that plays normal Classic, unless Peyo's still playing it. He's the only guy I know. So I feel like hardcore has the majority of the player base, hardcore Classic. So why wouldn't you be catering towards them? I'm not really sure. They're not doing Warlords of Draenor Classic. There's no way. Guys, there's not a single person playing Mist.
Dude, this is what I've been saying as well. There's no way they do Warlords of Draenor Classic. I'm going to be shocked if they do. I think the next step in Mist of Pandaria is transferring to retail. And before anybody from retail loses their minds and goes, oh, but that means they bring the challenge mode gear, they bring all the mounts, they have so many cool transmogs. If they allow transfers from MOP to retail, there will 100% be a retail event allowing you to get those items as well. Don't worry.
Pandaria. There's not a single person playing that game. I promise you. I've counted. I've looked at the graphs. It's just a flat line on 0. Trust me, as a professional.
Bro just hates Mr. Pandaria. Like, here's the thing. He's not wrong. I mean, he is wrong, but it's not 0. But it's not as popular as anybody was expecting. I mean, even your favorite Mist of Pandaria content creators have quit Mist of Pandaria. Even the Twitch streamers that are doing like raiding and stuff, they have now switched to Anniversary and Titan Reforged. Like China WoW and Anniversary. Because MOP raiding is trash. So good times. Lovely good times.
Opinion. There is absolutely no way that they release WoD. I don't know a single person that wants to play it. It's got to be TBC, and then there's got to be a TBC hardcore movement to carry the Classic WoW player base into BlizzCon, where we get renewed hopium with an announcement of Classic Plus. It is the only way forward at this point. But what about ultra hardcore TBC? Oh God.
Oh, can the ultra hardcore thing stop? I don't get it. I don't get it. I never have gotten it. I never really get it. Hardcore to me is already fun to watch. Why? Oh no. Oh, my ultra hardcore gameplay. We can't see any information. There's no, like, no nothing. Ah. Oi, oi, oi. It's crazy. It's a whole new game. We can't see the health bar. You don't know if I'm dying. I hate not seeing the health bar. Same. I think it's more fun to see the health bar even. And just, I don't know, hardcore is already punishing enough. And I mean, I say this as somebody who's leveled multiple 60s on hardcore. I don't think it's particularly hard. It's just you're being punished for mistakes. On ultra hardcore, I don't get it. Anybody who do gets it, and if you're having fun playing ultra hardcore, I'm happy for you, and I'm glad you're having fun. It's just not my thing. And this reaction right here is my reaction to it as well. That right there. This, what he's doing, I'm doing right now, but in my head.
Are we kidding? Please tell me we're kidding, guys. There's no way. Can't wait for Wrath of the Lich King hardcore. You know what? I would be more excited to play Wrath of the Lich King hardcore than I would be to play TBC regular. That's just a fact. I would rather play Ashes of Creation Alpha 2 with my boy Shobek than play TBC regular. The only reason I would want to play TBC regular is not the game, but just to play with my friends. But if my friends were playing something else, I mean, it wouldn't matter what the game was. That would work in any situation. But if like Savix and Czar are playing TBC, then like I would be, you know, I do get FOMO. I get FOMO, you know, so, but that's normal feeling. Did you down bad on prayer pots? I got 500 restores. I use all my prayer pots pretty quickly. I don't know about TBC. I don't know how hype I don't know how quickly the hype is going to die. It really seems like there's not much going on in the Classic WoW section right now because everybody is playing TBC beta testing or whatever, PTR. Every time I look in the Classic WoW section, it's either ultra.
It's either Saryu or somebody else playing ultra hardcore like he was just about to say, or it's people doing TBC PTR testing, or it's people like me doing TBC preparation. Basically.
Hardcore classic, which is like, for me, that's got to be the final challenge mode of hardcore. That's got to be it. And I don't see anybody raiding in ultra hardcore unless Ompi spins up another guild, Frontier 4, and wants to do an ultra hardcore clear of all the raids, which I don't think that's happening. And then there's PTR TBC, which, in my personal opinion, C-Dank is the only one, and Graves for Days, doing anything worth anything, which is testing the viability of TBC for hardcore. They're the only ones, in my personal opinion, that's doing anything viable in that section right now. But that's my biased opinion because that's what I'm interested in. And that's where I think the future of Classic is going. It's going to a harder version of hardcore, the next challenge, which would be TBC hardcore. I don't know how much people will enjoy playing TBC regular again. I played Paladin on the PTR, Tank Paladin, the other day. Do you guys know how many buttons are in the Tank Paladin rotation? 2. And one of them is an 8-second cooldown. 3 buttons, guys. You press Consecration and Judgment. And if you're crazy, you open with an Avenger Shield on pull. But you don't press it again after that because it has a cast time. So it's a 2-button rotation. Tank Paladin, 2 buttons. And it's the best tank. It's like the best. It's like pretty much the best tank.
Hey, yo, that is like twice as many buttons as just about any other class. Let's go.
TBC. That being said, as a hardcore game, you want simplicity. You want you want everybody to be able to play their class, efficiently, so that it gives your group a higher chance of success. So I see the recipe for success in TBC being hardcore because the classes are simple. However, it doesn't give me a lot of joy in mastering my class, which is a 2-button class. Now, there's some people that can create, skill gaps by using the utility of the class to play efficiently, or the way they pull the dungeons and stuff like that. But I see that skill gap being much better and more beneficial in a hardcore version of the game, which Blizzard is not really catering to. So I don't know what the success for TBC will be, but I do know that I'm not interested in playing it as of today. As of right now, not interested in playing it. RuneScape has so much more to offer as far as difficulty, new things I've never tried. It has infinitely more playtime ahead of me than like playing TBC again, and then maybe making another alt again in TBC. Hardcore TBC is appealing to me. If that becomes a thing, I'm interested.
No.
Until that becomes a thing, though, I'm holding it down right here on RuneScape, and that's where we're at. Sorry about the tangent. I went off a little bit right there. Okay, let's go get another Slayer task.
Okay, cool. I don't know what Slayer tasks are, because once again, I'm so uneducated when it comes to RuneScape. We go again. No, we go again. We go again. Again, but again. We're againing twice. We go again. I don't know. TBC hype. TBC hype.